The truth is that a forensic scientist is often a chemist. This because the analysis of gunshot residues, hair, or traces of blood that can link a suspect to a crime scene is above all a process that uses the techniques of chemistry, instruments developed for chemistry, and the methods for solving problems of chemists. Basically, in criminal investigation, when you fire the gun residue will stick inside the pores of your skin, and this is the purpose of the paraffin test. It is indicate whether a person has recently fired a gun in which the person's hand is coated in hot paraffin wax, which cools and sets and is peeled off and tested for the presence of residue from the gun. Paraffin wax is a familiar substance because it is used to make candles. It is a soft white solid at room temperature that melts and burns easily. Its chemical composition is a mixed hydrocarbon molecules known as alkanes. Here is the actual demonstration of putting paraffin wax.
Pag yan, nag-start ng mag-white, iinit nyo ulit hindi po pwedeng hindi.
Kung positive, mawawala. Mawawala.
The search for the presence of blood at crime scene is normally done by close visual examination. The possibility exists, however, that blood may be present in amounts too little to see with the unaided eye, or that is the blood at the scene had been cleaned up prior to arrival of the crime scene team. Scientists can take advantage of the luminol reaction to locate potential blood evidence that would be undetectable through visual examination. The light or the luminescence emitted in the luminol reaction is thought to result when an oxidizing agent, such as blood, catalyzes the oxidation of luminol by hydrogen peroxide in a basic solution. The reaction is not specific to blood, however, as the other oxidizing agents such as sodium hypochlorite, certain metals, and plant peroxidizes may also cause luminescence with luminol. Fingerprint patterns and characteristics are formed before birth. They will remain unchanged until decomposition destroys them after death or unless the dermal layer is injured, producing a scar. While fingerprints are useful in investigations and as evidence in criminal cases, they have other functions as well. They can be used to identify missing person or a safety precaution in immigration and military cases.
Knock any surplus powder off the brush. We then we start off at the top of the article we're examining. The reason we start at the top is we can then remove any excess powder when we get to the bottom. We then discover some finger impressions which have been left possibly by an offender going through this window. And up until now, these fingerprints have been termed latent. And all latent means is that it's hidden, and we need to disclose them using the powder. Another important part is that in the finger impressions we remove all the excess powder from the fingerprints because we want to disclose as much ridge detail without any excess powder within the ridges. So there we have